Today we're gonna try to create a apple catcher game in Scratch. So let's try the game out first. So basically the game is that you're using the arrow button to control the bow. So the bow can catch the apple. That's why apple catcher in the name. And if we reach 50 points we win. And if in this case I don't think we have any penalty. If many apple falls, we should be okay. So so if the point reach 50, we're gonna win, right? So let's try to win the game, and we can come to code the game. Okay? So that's it. That's it. You see. So let's code this game from scratch. So we're gonna go to scratch.mit.edu and we're gonna create a new project. Okay. So now, for this game, we're gonna have to have 3 sprites. So we go to sprite and we search. We're gonna need the bow sprite. So we click it. We're gonna delete the cat. We don't need the cat now. And we also need the apple sprite. So apple is right here. So we choose apple. And also we have to have a message sprite, which is the sprite that gonna announce us whether we win or we lose. So so we're gonna have to create a sprite. We're gonna choose a sprite, and we're gonna choose a sprite, and we're gonna paint. Okay. So with this message, this sprite, we're gonna call it message, and we go to text, and we're gonna text win when we win. So let's do that. And I want to make this. I want to make this message a red message because we're gonna use a blue background. So red. Just choose red there. Increase the darkness, and I want to show the change its size. So convert to vector. I want to change its size a little bit. But back to bitmap. Let's see. It seems that we cannot. So duplicate. This kind of small. So let's draw a new one, and we can choose text and win. Okay, but I want it to size be bigger. Right? There you go. You double click on it, and it's gonna show you the size adjustment function. So there you go. So win. We're gonna adjust it so it's beautifully fit our screen. So there you go. That's good. Okay, and we're gonna delete this sprite. Okay, so we're gonna keep the win sprite. Now I want it to be hiding at first. So when the flag is clicked, we want it to hide this message sprite to hide. So hide, and okay, so that's it. And now we also want to choose the backdrop. So we have a scenario of the game. So we go to backdrop, and we go choose the backdrop, and we're gonna choose the blue sky backdrop. Okay. So we're gonna come back and we're gonna code for the bow. So now we want the bow to when it starts. I want the bow to start somewhere in the middle of the screen like this. Somewhere in the middle of the screen like this, around this position. So because we want when the game starts, which means when you click the green flag, we want the bow to start at the middle of the screen. So control when the green flag is clicked, I want the ball to go to a position. Okay, so go to, and our position gonna be 0 and minus 135, minus 135. Okay, all right. So now, as you have seen from the game here, you can see the ball gonna go in according to our guidance, so it go left and right. So we're gonna use two buttons, which is the right arrow and the back arrow and the left arrow. Okay, so if we go to sensing, and we're gonna choose key express. In this case, it's the right arrow. When we move right, we want to increase the x coordinate, right? So when we move right, we want to increase the x coordinate. So we go to motion, and we're gonna say change it by 10. In this case, we're gonna change it by 7. Okay, and we're gonna duplicate this block of code, and we're gonna fix the second one to left arrow. And when we press the left arrow, right? When we press the left arrow, the ball wanna move left, which means its x coordinate gonna be decrease, right? Gonna be reduced. So we want to change it by the -7 or -7. Okay, and we want this action to continue as long as we are playing the game, right? We don't want interruption. So we go to control and we're gonna choose the forever loop, and we put it under the go to 0 minus 135 block, and that's the code for the bow. And let's check it out. Okay, it's moved very smoothly, very smoothly. So that's good. So the bow moved very well. Okay, all right, that's the code for the bow. And now let's code the apple. So first of all, from the original game, you see that we have a score variable here, and each time the bow eats an apple, the score will change. So for the apple, when the green flag is clicked, we have to create a variable, and we're gonna choose make a variable, and we're gonna call score. Okay, so at the beginning of the game, we want to set the variable score to 0. Okay, and I want to reduce the size of the apple a little bit, because you can see it's a little bit too big compared to the bow. So set size to 75%. There you can see that's more fitting. And I wanted to, because you can see in the game, the apple kind of go wherever it wants, not a fixed, position. So I want it to go to random position. So go to random position. Okay, let's stop. Go to random position, but also we want the apple to fall from sky, right? We want the apple to fall from sky. We don't want it to fall, appear in the middle of the screen, and then go crazy. So we're gonna choose set Y to 180. So the apple gonna appear from the top of the screen. Okay. Okay. Now we also need to code the motion of the apple. So forever, we're going to control forever change Y by 7, because the apple is falling down. So we're going to change Y, and we're going to change Y by -7. By -7, because the apple is falling down. And we're going to go to the if loop. If go to motion, Y position, is equal to, I'm gonna choose minus 170, and if y position is equal to minus 170, then we go to random position, and we're gonna again set y to 180, set y to 180. So yeah. Well, this simply means that if the apple hit the ground, so minus 170 is the position, the coordinate for the ground here, for the dirt. So it just means that when the apple falls to the ground, it's gonna go back to the sky and falling down again. Okay, so and then we have to have a case that if the apple was touching the bowl, so control if touching the bowl, same thing, touching the bowl. So we want to the sound chomp to the sound of the eating to play, and we want also to change the score. So change score. So in this case, score, and we want it to change the score to change randomly. So change randomly, change score by pick random 1 to 10. Okay, and then we want it to go to the random position. Go to random position again, and again we set y to 180. Set y to 180, just as previously we have done. So we reset the motion of random falling from the sky. So we set y to 180 to create the motion, the animation of falling from the sky, because the position of the top of the screen is 180. But we also want to it to for a random position. That's why go to random position. Okay. And now we want to if the score now is equal to 50 or bigger, so we want to let the player to win the game. So we can announce that if the player can reach to the score 150 or 50 or more, we want them to be able to win the game. So control if okay, so we have two options. It's whether the score is equal to 50 or the score is bigger than 50. We want the player to win the game. So score, and we just go to event and gonna create the event of win. Okay, so broadcast, new message, and win. Okay. Okay, so now we're gonna code the message. We're gonna code for the message. Okay. So for the message, it's just a green message. So initially we want it to hide, and we also want it to go to the center of the screen, which is 0, 0. So when we receive win, I'm gonna want it to show, because of course this is the win message. So when we win, so we want it to show. So when I receive win, I want it to go to show. So we go to look, want to choose show, and after we have show the message win, I want the game to stop. Alright, so we go to control, and we're gonna choose stop all. Okay, so let's try the game out. So oh, very cool. So if the apple hit the ground, okay, we okay, nothing happened. Okay. Okay, win. Okay, so that's very cool. So that's almost all. So So I think that's almost all what we can do with this game. We don't have to add anything to the background. So so yeah, I think that's all of the game. Let's try the game again. If the apple hit the ground, then we win. If the point reaches to 50, then we win. There you see. So I think that's a pretty cool game. Thank you very much for listening. So I'm gonna put the source code and the project links in the description down below. So thank you very much for checking it out. The Apple Catcher. So thank you very much for listening. So if you want me to do any extra project, please comment in the comment section down below, and we're gonna do it together. Okay. So thank you very much. Have a good day. Thank you.